Start working. So today we're gonna continue what we started last session, or what we started yesterday. Yesterday we started talking about essay writing and how to express myself in writing. And actually yesterday was the second class in writing, because in the first week we took how to make a sentence and how to build a sentence. And yesterday we took how to start using these sentences to build an essay and to build a paragraph. Yesterday we worked on planning for the essay and understanding the essay question and how this understanding will help me write a good introduction. And we said that the introduction is the most important part of the essay, because the introduction reflects and tells the main idea of the whole essay. And in the introduction we have a very important sentence that is called the thesis statement, which is the last sentence in the introduction. And this sentence tells exactly what the ideas you're covering throughout your essay. If you remember, this is the thesis statement we wrote last class. It was about exams and how exams push students to work harder and to achieve more. So my sentence was, in my opinion, I agree that tests push students to do more efforts to work harder for two main reasons. So this is the thesis statement. This is my idea. Right? What is the idea? Exams are what encourages students to work harder. Your homework was to come up with two reasons and to support them with two supporting sentences and two examples. And this is what I mean by a paragraph. Today we'll be talking about the paragraph structure. How to build a paragraph. What is the paragraph structure? What does it mean to structure a paragraph? Paragraph structure means to build a paragraph. Yeah, exactly. To put a sentence above a sentence above a sentence to make a correct paragraph, a nice paragraph, a good structured paragraph. Okay, very good. How can I structure my paragraph? Any paragraph must have three parts. It must have something called a topic sentence, and it must have something called supporting sentences, and it must have something called a concluding sentence. So what does it have again? It has a topic sentence, it has something called supporting sentences, and a concluding sentence. Type. A topic sentence, how many sentences? How many sentences?
One sentence.
One sentence only. Where does it come? Where does it come?
First one.
Yeah, at the beginning of the paragraph. Yes or no? What about the concluding sentence? Where does it come? The concluding sentence.
The body. In the end.
At the end, yeah.
End paragraph.
How many sentences? It's also one sentence.
Also one.
At the end of the paragraph. Okay? And what comes in the middle? The supporting sentences. How many sentences are supporting sentences? Only one?
No, many.
No. More sentences.
I actually explain my topic sentence. Supporting sentences, they come in the middle. Yes or no? What do they do?
Yeah.
What do they do? They explain the topic sentence. The topic sentences. How do they explain them, guys? At least I have one supporting sentence. I have supporting sentence 1, and then I have an example on it. Example 1. I can also have supporting sentence 2, and I can have also what? Example 2. So this is how my paragraph looks like. What does my paragraph look like? What does my paragraph look like? It looks like this. First, I have the topic sentence, the first part, the topic sentence. Then comes the supporting sentences. Then comes the concluding sentence. I have 3 parts. 3 parts of the paragraph, 3 parts. Yes? Okay. So here, I gave you a homework to plan for the essay. I asked you come up with 2 reasons to explain why exams are what push students to learn. الناس اللي ما كانوش حاضرين معانا امبارح، احنا دلوقتي عندنا مشكله لما بنيجي نكتب، هي ترتيب الافكار. امبارح اتكلمنا على موضوع مهم جدا، بنقول الامتحانات هي اللي بتخلي الطلبه تذاكر، او الامتحانات هي السبب الاساسي اللي بيخلي الطلبه تذاكر كويس. في ناس كانت مع الموضوع وفي ناس مع وفي ناس ضد الموضوع. احنا قلنا احنا نتكلم ان احنا موافقين فعلا الامتحانات هي اللي بتشجع الطلبه تذاكر. طب عشان اثبت رايي ده لازم اجيب سببين. I have to come up with 2 reasons to support my idea. صح ولا غلط؟ طيب who can come up with one reason؟ ايه اول سبب؟ ها what is the first reason؟
to study hard.
ها ايوه
We can
First reason to get high
study hard
marks.
and
To get high marks.
ماشي. ايه كمان؟ يعني ايه اللي بيخلي الامتحانات اكتر حاجه بتخلي الطلبه تذاكر؟
الجريدنج اللي هي الدرجات بتخلي مثلا بتساعد في انه helping
المارك
to
والجي بي اي. صح
measure
برافو.
the
ممكن
student.
اتكلم صح، ممكن اتكلم على درجات الماركس والجي بي اي، بيبقوا خايفين جدا على درجاتهم. صح مش كده؟ مش ده سبب اللي هو الايه
مظبوط.
اتشيفمنت، عايزين يعملوا حاجه؟ ايه كمان؟ فده شويه ليه علاقه بالكومبيتيشن. برافو 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 يا وائل، كومبيتيشن. صح. ايه كمان؟ ها ايه كمان افكار؟ يعني ايه؟
confidence.
مين يشرحها لي؟ مين يشرحها لي الجمله ازاي؟
To pass the class.
ايوه اللي هي to pass the tests. ماشي. ليه بقى عايزه اباس؟ ليه بذاكر كويس؟ ما هو ممكن يعني ما ممكن اقول لك حاجه، ممكن يوم ايام امتحانات اذاكر اي كلام. انا بقول لك to work harder.
يعني ممكن when I'm comparing my grades for مثلا for 2 subjects or something like that, the student can identify where which subject he is weak. He has to study, he has to concentrate, he has to take care يعني to لحظة بذل جهد to
طب اقول لكم حاجه،
جهد بس.
انا في راي، هكتب لكم رايي وقولوا لي صح ولا غلط، وشوفوا انا يعني انا لوجيك ولا لا. انا شايفه ان الامتحانات اكتر حاجه بتخلي الطلبه تذاكر كويس لان هم students understand that this is their last chance. صح؟ to get high marks. صح ولا ايه يا جماعه؟ انا ليه بذاكر بس ايام امتحانات، او ليه بذاكر كويس قوي ايام امتحانات؟ لان انا عارفه دي فرصتي الوحيده. لو الفرصه دي عدت لا اما هسقط لا اما هجيب درجات وحشه. فخلاص. صح ولا غلط؟
مظبوط.
مش كده؟ فبالتالي بيعملوا ايه؟ they work under pressure. صح ولا غلط؟
مظبوط.
this period of time. مش كده؟ to ايه بقى؟ get the maximum out of their time and effort. صح ولا غلط؟ يعني بيبذلوا اقصى وقت ممكن في المذاكره كوقت وكمجهود. صح ولا غلط؟
مظبوط.
الاكزامبل بيساوي كده. ممكن اقول ايه اكزامبل اقول ايه؟ most students sleep less time in the period. صح ولا of exams and
correct.
statistics have proved that statistics يعني statistics
إحصاء.
have proved that average students اللي هو الطالب المتوسط بيعملوا ايه؟ spend at least double the hours studying unlike ايه؟ unlike normal days. يعني اقل واحد بيقعد وقت اكتر يذاكر، يعني لو مثلا بذاكر في اليوم العادي ساعه، انت هتذاكر ساعتين. ده يعني اقل حاجه، صح ولا غلط؟ ها، ايه رايكم يا جماعه؟
Correct.
هل ده سبب يثبت الامتحانات بتخلينا نذاكر اكتر؟ طبعا. Students understand that this is their last chance to get high marks. يبقى ده سبب من الاسباب. طيب فبالتالي بيعملوا ايه؟ بيشتغلوا تحت البريشر ويقضوا وقت كتير يذاكروا. They exert a lot of efforts and spend a lot of time studying. طب الدليل على كده ايه؟ ان معظم students they sleep less in the period of exams, and the statistics have proved that the average students spend at least double the hours studying unlike normal days. على خلاف الايام العاديه. يبقى انا عملت ايه؟ فين الفكره الكبيره؟ ها، فين الفكره الكبيره يا جماعه؟
In support.
This is the reason is the biggest idea.
The
Right?
biggest, yeah.
The reason is the biggest. What comes after the reason? The reason is the biggest idea. Right?
Support. After that, the
Word is
support.
a little smaller. And the example is so specific. So it goes from very wide to very narrow. From very wide, from very general, from very big to very specific, very narrow, as you can see. طيب, is there a relation between this and this and this? Huh? Is there a relation between this idea and this idea and this idea?
There is what? I did not get you, doctor.
Is there a relation? Is there a connection?
Relation, of course.
Connection?
Yes.
There is relation.
This leads to this, yes or no? And this leads to this. There is logical order. Logical order. Right or wrong? ترتيب معقول. ترتيب مظبوط. A logical order. There is a logical order. طيب, does this reason answer this question? Is that a reason why students are encouraged to study harder in the exam time? طبعا.
Yes. Yes.
طبعا. النوال كاتبه حاجه حلوه قوي، ان هم بيذاكروا اكتر عشان ما ينسوش المعلومات في الامتحان. طبعا صح، برافو. To be confident when they deal with exams. طبعا بذاكر عشان ابقى confident وانا بحل. طبعا صح ولا غلط؟ مش كده؟ فانا ممكن اكتب هنا دي ايديا، ممكن اقول to gain confidence. صح؟ students try study harder. صح؟ to gain confidence، مش كده؟ to gain confidence in answering what? In answering the exam questions, in doing their tests. تفتكروا ده سبب تاني يا جماعة ولا لا؟ Is it a second reason? Students study harder to gain confidence in doing tests. Hi guys, is this a second reason?
Yes.
Yes.
Who can give me a supporting sentence? يعني ايه to gain confidence؟ بيعملوا ايه يعني to gain confidence؟ ها؟
I repeat studying more and more.
They
Repeat studying.
repeat studying.
Yeah, so they
So
don't
they
forget.
review and what? Do past tests, yes? To know their weaknesses, right or wrong? And strengths, right?
And gain confidence.
Yeah, so
Not forget the study.
they spend much time studying than other days, than normal days. طبيعي براجع وببقى احل امتحانات قديمه، فعشان اعرف ايه شاطره فيه ايه اللي مش شاطره فيه، فبالتالي اللي بيحصل ايه في النتيجه ان انا بقعد وقت اكتر اذاكر، فبالتالي فعلا ايام امتحانات هي اللي تخليني اعمل كده. صح ولا لا؟ طب who can give me an example؟ مين يجيب لي example يثبت الكلام ده؟ انتوا قلتوا students study harder to get confidence in doing tests. برافو. They review and do past tests to know their weaknesses. Very good. To know their weaknesses and strengths. So they spend much time studying than normal days. Perfect. Who can give me an example? An example that proves that students try their best to gain confidence and to train themselves to do the exams and the tests.
They write the answers
Right.
on a paper
Okay.
and speak louder.
Okay.
They are getting tuitions in the institute.
Okay, bravo. They get tuitions. Okay, what else?
Solving an old copies of the previous exams.
Okay, bravo. Perfect. They do a lot of exercises and exams, yes? And review model answers, right or wrong? They sometimes seek help and ask for feedback, yes, from their tutors. Yes or no?
Yes,
Correct.
doctor, and we see student in the bookmarks to copy all tests.
Yeah, these all show that, for example, also they make their own notes, yes or no, to make it easier to remember information, yes? Right or wrong, guys? Before كل ده بيبين الامتحانات اللي بتعمل، كل ده بيبين ايه؟ كل ده بيبين الامتحانات اللي بتخلينا نذاكر كويس. هل حد بيعمل الحاجات دي في الايام العاديه؟
No.
لا، مفيش حد بيعمل كده في الايام العاديه قوي.
No.
ولا غلط. Mainly we do this in exam times. We do this in exam times. يبقى يا جماعه احنا بنعمل ايه دلوقتي؟ احنا بنتعلم how to plan for my essay. Yesterday we learned how to write a good introduction by writing a hook, a general sentence at the very beginning, by showing the two sides of the argument in the middle, and by writing the thesis statement at the end. So after I write the thesis statement, yes, I need to come up with what? I need to come up with the ideas I should write in the body paragraphs. If I hold my pen and write without thinking, my ideas will be very poor, will be unorganized, will be illogical. But if I plan my ideas first, if I think about the ideas first before I write the whole essay, my ideas will be logical and organized and meaningful. Like here, for example, I thought of the first reason. Students understand that this is their last chance to get high marks. طيب, how can I support it? How can I explain it more? They work under pressure in this period of time to get the maximum out of their time and effort. What is the example? Most students sleep less time in the period of exams, and statistics have proved that average students spend at least double the hours studying unlike normal days. يبقى الريزن هو الفكرة الكبيرة. اللي بيجي بعده فكرة بتشرحها، اللي بيجي في الآخر مثال محدد عليها. طيب what about reason 2? Students study harder to gain confidence in doing tests. طبعا. يعني إيه؟ بيعملوا إيه يعني؟ They review and do past tests to know their weaknesses and strengths. So they spend much time studying than normal days. طبعا. طيب إيه الإكزامبل على كده؟ They do a lot of exercises and exams and review model answers. They sometimes seek help, صح؟ Seek help and ask for feedback. The key, there is a problem with the key. And ask for feedback from their tutors. They make their own notes to make it easier to remember information before exams. Here is another reason with another support with another example. طيب يا جماعة الكلام ده صعب، أنا مش عارف، ما عنديش أفكار، أوكي فاين، مفيش مشكلة، اقرأ. Read and read and read. الارتكل اللي انا بعتها لكم ما فيهاش الكلام ده. الارتكل اللي انا بعتها لكم ما فيهاش الاسباب دي، بس هي بتتكلم عن علاقه ايه؟ the relation between exams and studying. انا ممكن من الكلام المكتوب اقدر اجيب سبب واحطه كفكره رئيسيه واعمله سبورت واكزامبلز من الكلام المكتوب. يعني مش لازم تبقى كل حاجه ريدي ميد، مش لازم كل حاجه تبقى جاهزه. تخيلوا يا جماعه كل يوم قريت ارتكل، الارتكل دي خدت مني 10 دقائق. مش هقول لكم كل يوم اكتبوا اساي، هقول لكم كل يوم فكروا في ideas in English. This will do magic بصراحه. طيب عملت بلان دلوقتي. It's time to write my essay. انا دلوقتي حضرت كل حاجه. It's time to write my essay. How can I write my essay بقى؟ ده بقى ياخدني اعمل ايه دلوقتي؟ هبدا دلوقتي اكتب الاساي بتاعي. طب احنا كتبنا الانترودكشن قبل كده، تعالوا نكتبها كده. ادي الانترودكشن، اول جمله اهي، كوبي واحطها بس. انا كاتباها ومحضراها، انا خلاص I planned it. paste. والجمله الثانيه اهي I'll put it down after it. And finally the thesis statement. Here is the thesis statement. This is my thesis. طيب I'm gonna put it down. Say guys here please let me make it bigger. Okay, so as you can see, here is the introduction. I start with 2 general sentences. Exams are the hardest period of the year for all students in which they try their best to study and pass their exams. Some people believe that without exams, students will never study hard, while others believe the opposite. In my opinion, I agree that tests push students to do more efforts, to work harder for 2 main reasons. This is the thesis statement. I have to leave an indent here. There must be an indent at the beginning. طيب, it's time now to write what my reason. How can I write my reason? I have to come up with some expressions, some phrases, some transition signals أو كلمات انتقالية بتساعد أفكار تنقل من فكرة لفكرة. لما أنا قلت هنا in my opinion، عرفت اللي بيقرأ الاسي بتاعي إن أنا هتكلم عن رأيي دلوقتي، ففهم إن أنا هتكلم عن رأيي هنا، فأقول in my opinion I agree. ففهم إن ده رأيي، فهم إن دي الثيسز. ليه فهم إن دي الثيسز؟ لأن الثيسز كانت بتسألني عن رأيي، صح ولا غلط؟ طيب أنا خلصت الباراجراف الأولاني وعايزة أتنقل الباراجراف 2 اللي هو body 1. لازم أفهمه إن دلوقتي أنا هتكلم على أول سبب، فهقول إيه؟ first and foremost. يعني إيه first and foremost؟ يعني أولاً في الأول كده وأهم حاجة. first and foremost هيفهم إن أتكلم على أول فكرة. هنا لما أقول first and foremost هيفهم إن أنا بتكلم على أول فكرة. فدي كده transitional signal، برضو جملة انتقالية ساعدتني إن أنا أنتقل للفكرة الأولى، اسمها transitional signal. طب بص، أول جملة عندي هي إيه أهي، اللي هي reason 1. دي أول جملة. Students understand. Copy. Paste. Students understand that this is their last chance to get high marks. In exams time. أنا لازم أكون بتكلم على نفس الموضوع لسه. In exams time. إيه اللي بيحصل؟ Students understand that this is their last chance to get high marks. Very good. ده اسمه reason 1. ده السبب الأولاني. بعد reason 1 بحط إيه؟ بحط support 1. هشرحه بقى، فهقول إيه؟ بيعملوا إيه الستودنتس؟ أهو. copy وأحط هنا paste. أدي كده support 1. شرحت. They work under pressure in this period of time to get the maximum out of their time and efforts. حلو قوي. طيب لو تاخدوا بالكم هنا يا جماعه في الاكزامبل قلت ايه؟ They do a lot of exercises. لا سوري هنا. Most students sleep less time in the period of exams, and statistics have proven that average students spend at least double of the hours studying unlike normal days. مش ده example؟ انا عايزه احط هنا example. طب هفهمه ازاي ان هي example؟ ايه هي transitional signal اللي ممكن استخدمها هنا عشان يبين ان ده example؟ ها. Hey guys, what can I use?
For example, maybe.
Such as
Example. And then I paste it here. For example. For example gives what? Shows the examiner or the reader that I'm providing an example here. So as you can see, I'm linking my ideas. First and foremost, the first reason. Here I supported it. Here I provided an example, and then I completed. Yes or no? Most students sleep less
Yes.
in this period of exams, and statistics have proved that average students spend at least double the hours studying unlike normal days. يبقى, what do I have here? In the first, at the very beginning, here I have the topic sentence. Okay? In the middle, what do I have in the middle? I've got the supporting sentence.
Support.
What do I have at the end? I have the example. So I have reason 1, support 1, example 1. Reason 1, support 1, example 1. What do I have here? Here I have what? I have the hook. In the middle, I have the general background or the sentence that shows both sides. At the end, what do I have here at the end? I have the thesis statement. Okay, now I want to tell him I'm finished with this paragraph. I need to have a concluding sentence. Remember the essay, the paragraph? I have the topic sentence, supporting sentences, and a concluding sentence. So I want to conclude my paragraph. So I can say in brief, what can I say? In brief, I can repeat the topic sentence again. In other words, who can give me a concluding sentence here? Who can give me a concluding sentence? Well, actually asked me a very important question. He told me every body paragraph must have a concluding sentence. You know, well, it's better if each of your paragraphs or if each of your body paragraphs include topic sentences. Guys, can we leave the meeting and come again, please? Let's leave and join again, please. So here we stopped here. We need to write a concluding sentence for this first body. So what is the concluding sentence? In brief, exams are the main what? Motive.
Or the main method to.
Yeah, exams are the main, yeah. Exams are considered a main way to what? To make students work harder, yes, on their studies. What do you think? Did I add a new idea here? Or did I repeat the idea in other words? Hi guys, did I write a new sentence here? Did I write a new idea? Or did I repeat it in other words?
No, just repeat it in another words or another meaning.
The meaning in other words. And I use a transitional signal also in brief. So I have first and foremost, for example, in brief. See? What if I'd like to start a new paragraph? So I said first, so I write what? Second. Or I can say most importantly, most significantly. Because I'm talking about reasons and about two important reasons. Most significantly. What is the second reason? Students study harder to gain confidence during tests. Yes, this is the first idea. Here it is. Paste. All right, this is reason 2. What is supporting 2? Here is supporting 2. They review and do post tests to blah, blah, blah. Copy. And also here I have this paste thing. Here I need to paste this sentence. Okay, why is it easy now, guys, to write the essay? Because I've already planned my ideas. If I have not planned my ideas before writing the essay, it will be hard for me. But because the ideas are already ready-made, as you can see, we planned the ideas together, so it is so easy for me to write down my answers. Okay, this is supposedly the example. How can I write an example? I can change it to, for example, for instance. For instance, and I write down my example, paste. So students study harder to gain confidence in doing tests. So this is the transitional signal. This is the transition signal. They review and do past tests to know their weaknesses and strengths. So they spend much time studying than normal days. Instead of saying so, I can say, for example, in other words, see a transition signal also. I'm explaining my idea again. For instance, they do a lot of exercises and exams and review model answers. They sometimes seek help. Moreover, they sometimes seek help and ask for feedback from their tutors. They make their own notes to make it easier for them to remember information before exams. For them. So to remember information.
Is it the last class?
Sorry?
Is it the last class?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay.
All right. So what is the topic sentence? Let's mark the topic sentence in black. Most significantly, students study harder to gain confidence in doing tests. Like, what is the first sentence? The first supporting sentence? Let's put it in yellow. They review and do past tests, blah, blah, blah. What is the example? Let's put it in red. This is all an example. Right, guys? What is missing here? The only thing that is missing is the concluding sentence. Who can write me a concluding sentence? Well, you can say at last if I have more than two, like first and last, first and second. But it's better if I say first, second, last, first, second only, first and foremost, most significantly, to show the. I'm gonna give you a file WAL at the end that has all the transition signals you can use. I'm gonna help you with that. Who can write me a concluding sentence? Who can write me a concluding sentence? A concluding sentence.
In brief, solving many exams.
Short. In short.
In short.
Yes, this is a transition signal.
I'm solving. So in short, solving like all the exams, make the students gain confidence.
Okay.
That's all in my mind at the moment.
Okay, correct. Who can give me another sentence that gives the same meaning? Yes, well, there are a lot of types, actually argumentative, opinion essays, compare and contrast, cause and effect. Here I'm mainly talking about opinion essay. Why opinion essay? Because this is the most common one. هتلاقيه في التوفل، هتلاقيه في الايلتس، هتلاقيه في الاكاديميك subjects في الجامعة. يعني very common to write an opinion essay. So in short, for example, exams put a pressure on students to work harder to gain confidence and marks. ايه رأيكم؟ هل انا ضفت فكرة جديدة ولا تقريبا نفس الفكرة بس in other words؟ What do you think? The same idea but in other words, صح؟ I didn't add a new idea. I did not add a new idea. I just put the same idea again but in other words to conclude. عايزه اقول له انا خلصت كلام خلاص، فبقول لك باختصار وبقول له اخر او الفكره الرئيسيه في الاساي، الفكره الرئيسيه للباراجراف في اخر جمله. يبقى انا عملت ايه؟ عملت introduction، عملت body 1، عملت body 2. الانترودكشن فيها thesis، البوديز فيها reason support example concluding. reason support example concluding sentence. ايه اللي لسه هعمله يا جماعه؟ بس الكونكلوجن سنتنس، الكونكلودنج باراجراف. اخر حاجه في الاسي حاجه اسمها concluding paragraph. يعني ايه concluding paragraph؟ what is a concluding paragraph؟ what is the conclusion? The conclusion has two parts. First of all, it has rewrite the thesis again in other words. طب تاني حاجة give your final comment. يعني ايه final comment؟ يعني مثلا ممكن يكون opinion، ممكن يكون advice، ممكن يكون suggestion، حاجة كده أخيرة بنهي بيها الكلام وبقول رأيي، بقول نصيحة، بقول suggestion، بقول اقتراح. دي اسمها final comment. طيب ايه thesis statement؟ thesis اللي هي the last sentence in the introduction. عايزة اكتبها تاني بطريقة تانية. plus بقى ايه؟ and summarize the two reasons in the body. يعني انا هعمل ايه؟ انا هكتب الثيسس تاني، وفي الثيسس هسمرايز او هلخص الايه؟ التو ريزونز. ايه التو ريزونز بتوعي؟ تعالوا نبص على كده. students study hard gain confidence in doing tests. والسبب الاولاني students study بصوا كده getting، بصوا كده هكتب في conclusion in conclusion getting higher marks and gaining confidence are the two essential reasons why exams what encourage learners to do their best. هل يا جماعة أنا كررت نفس الكلام ولا كلام مختلف؟ ها, what do you think? Here I concluded my essay. I summarized the two reasons. What are the two reasons? To get high marks, this is the first reason. And to gain confidence, this is the second reason that we wrote in the second body paragraph. Then I have rewritten the thesis statement again. Are the two essential reasons why exams encourage learners to do their best. In my view, students should learn to manage their time and efforts in the exams time to reach their goals. What do you think, guys? What did I add last? I added advice, a piece of advice to the learners. Students should learn to manage their time and efforts in the exams times to reach their goals. This is a piece of advice that I'm giving to students or to learners or to whoever has exams. So, what do you think? What do you think, guys? What do you think of this essay? How many words do we have? Let's see. How many words? How many words do you think these are? How many words?
274.
274. In any exam, you're asked to write from 250 to 300, yes? So you are writing a very good amount of words. And as you can notice, we wrote actually the essay very quickly, simply because we planned our ideas ahead of time. We used this table to plan our ideas, to read about the topic, to find out ideas. And because I've planned my essay, I've planned my ideas, it is easy for me to write an essay. Right or wrong? The underlined phrases are called transition signals. Transition signals, like they transit you or they move you from one idea to the other. طبعا انا بعمل اسي معاكم لان في كذا حد، يعني ناس كتير قوي بعتت لي تسالني وتطلب مني ان احنا نكتب اسي، ازاي نكتب اسي، واعتقد دي حاجه مهمه لينا كلنا. حتى لو مش هكتب اسي اتليست اتعلمت اكتب باراجراف، صح ولا غلط؟ اتليست اتعلمت اكتب باراجراف. اوكي alright. طيب who do you think this is hard or easy? Do you think this is beneficial or not beneficial? ايه رأيكم؟ The conclusion يا وائل could be only 2 sentences. Fine. Only 2 sentences. أهم حاجة يكون فيها rewrite the thesis and summarize the ideas in the body paragraphs plus give your final comment. أمل كاتبة in conclusion students should gain confidence from their English language study by studying and working. طيب أمل ليه English language studying؟ أنا بتكلم على English language studying ولا بتكلم على الإكزامز فقط؟ أنا بتكلم يا أمل على الإكزامز فترة الامتحانات وإزاي هي بتشجع الطلبة إنها تذاكر. ما أجيبش سيرة الإنجليش خالص لأن الإنجليش بره الموضوع. نوال كاتبة to sum up exams help students search for more information and increase their knowledge. نوال هل الفكرة دي نوال ماشية مع الايديا اللي احنا كتبناها في بادي 2؟ ما ينفعش ابدا يا نوال اكتب حاجة في الكونكلوجن ما كنتش ذكرتها قبل كده في البادي. The concluding sentence could never contain new idea. The concluding sentence could never contain a new idea, no matter what. You could never do it. Hi Yusra, good evening. So guys, I'm gonna now share with you a file. Just a second. I'm gonna send it to you via the group. This is a gift يعني بصراحة دي هدية مني ليكوا كده. This is the best file you could ever find. I'm gonna share it with you now. You'll find it in the chat. This is the best book, the best writing book ever. Okay, so I'd like you to I'm gonna open it for you. I'm sending it. I'm gonna share the file with you in seconds. I think it's gonna arrive to the group in seconds, in a few seconds. So this file, guys, has some connecting words and some transition signals that you can find really important. So let's see. I think you have received it. Have you received it, right? I'd like you to open page 300. Open page 300, please. I'm gonna also share it with you in on the screen that it's opening. 1 second. Till it opens, I'd like you to get me page 300, please. Did you open page 300? Could you open it? What does this page have, guys? Page 300. What can you see on page 300 in the book I sent you? Page 300 is about what? Let me see if it's opening. It's loading only, so I cannot. Yeah, now it's opening. So yeah, page 300, please. Yeah, here. See, let me get page 300. You can see my book now, right?
Yes, miss.
Yeah, very good. So I'm gonna get it to you. Sorry, just a second. It's taking much time. I don't know why. Okay, so guys, what do you see in the first page? The first page, I mean page 300. As you can look, if you opened it already till I get it to you, you can see a table that has some connecting words. What are the connecting words? The connecting words are called fanboys or and or but so, right? So
Yes, conjunction.
yeah, these are conjunctions, exactly. These are conjunctions. I use the conjunctions to do what? To connect two sentences together or to connect two ideas together. So if you look at this page, you can find these conjunctions. These conjunctions are called fanboys, or we simply use them to connect two sentences together. In the first week of the classes, we learned how to write a sentence using a subject and a verb and a meaning. Now, I'd like you to make your sentence look bigger and longer by connecting two sentences together. Try to connect two sentences together. For example, the last one, like so. I did not eat breakfast this morning, so I'm a little hungry. So I put so in the middle with a comma. Okay? These are conjunctions. Here also, we have some subordinators, and here we've got some conjunctions or conjunctive adverbs. For example, if I want to say and, I can say also or besides or furthermore. I'd like you to read these examples very well and try to copy them or imitate them. Okay? But guys, now I'd like you to focus on this. This is what I want you to focus on. I'd like you to focus on something called transition signals. These are really important, guys. Believe me, these signals make your writing very organized. Very organized. يعني, if I have some steps that I want to write about, يعني, if I tell you how to organize your time, ازاي ارتب وقتي, ازاي to manage my time, فعايزه اقول خطوات. وممكن اقول first of all, second, third, next. ممكن استخدم اي حاجه من دول. Where do they come? They come at the beginning of the sentence followed by a comma. So this is to order time. طيب. The second one, list ideas in order of importance. يعني انا عندي فكرتين والفكرتين مهمين وعايزه اقول واحده مهمه واحده اهم اكتر، او عايزه اقول الاهم في الاول والاقل اهميه بعدها. فممكن اقول مثلا ايه؟ first and foremost استخدمناها في الريزن بتاعنا. ممكن اقول most significantly, more significantly, most importantly, most important. دول برضو ادوات بتخلينا ننظم افكاري، بيجوا في اول الجمله followed by a comma. طيب لو عايزه اقول فكرتين عادي، يعني عايزه اقول بضيف حاجه جديده، بقول ايه؟ also, besides, furthermore, in addition. كل ده معناه بضيف فكره جديده. طيب حاجه عكس حاجه يا جماعه، opposite idea. ممكن اقول however, on the other hand, nevertheless. لما تكون الجمله الاولى قلتها وعايزه اقول حاجه عكسها. Okay, to explain or state an idea, in other words, in particular, to make a stronger statement, in fact, indeed, to give another possibility، يعني حاجة تانية، سبب تاني أو option تاني. ممكن أقول on the other hand, otherwise. To give an example ممكن أقول for example, for instance. شايفين؟ To give an opinion ممكن أقول in my opinion, in my view, according. كل دول يا جماعة بيساعدوني أعمل إيه؟ For this reason لو بدي سبب، لو بدي نتيجة أقول accordingly, as a result. لو عايزة أقول في النهاية في الختمة بختم أقول إيه؟ all in all, in brief, in short. كل ده بيساعدني انظم افكاري. انا عندي introduction اتعلمت اعملها كويس قوي، والconclusion بكتب الانترودكشن بطريقه مختلفه مع ان انا اسمرايز الافكار اللي قلتها في البادي. وفي النص عندي البادي باراجرافز، بادي 1 وبادي 2. لو انا بكتب وخلاص من غير ما انظم افكاري كل ده يكون بدون لازمه. انا محتاجه ابقى very smart when it comes to ordering and organizing my ideas. And this is what the essay is all about. The essay is not just about writing, it's about organizing, structuring. Structure من أول مرة في الرايتنج قلنا حاجة اسمها structure. Structure means to structure your ideas. Okay? طيب أتمنى يكون فكرة الاساي إلى حد ما واضحة. طيب دلوقتي اللي احنا خدناه كله كلام نظري، صح ولا غلط؟ عايزين بقى نطبق الكلام ده. طيب how can I apply it؟ عايزاكم تكتبوا essay. هديلكم موضوع معين تكتبوا عنه وتبعتوا لي الاساي بتاعكم على الايميل وانا اصلحه لكم وابعت لكم الفيدباك بتاعي. ايه رايكم؟ ها ليتس كده فايند اوت الحاجات اللي احنا بنقولها دي مفيده ولا مش مفيده. ما هي مش هتبقى مفيده من غير ما يعني اكتبها، صح ولا غلط؟ لازم اطبقها. طيب انا عارفه ان في ناس ممكن تكون حاسه ان الرايتنج صعب، وفي ناس ممكن تكون حاسه ان انا مش بعرف اكتب كلمه، مش بعرف اكتب جمله، السبيلنج بتاعي بايظ قوي، انا فعلا الستراكشر بتاعي بايظ جدا. مفيش مشكله، no problem, we can start from the very beginning. زي ما قلت لكم هنحاول ان شاء الله الايام الجايه هقول لكم الكورسز اللي احنا ممكن نقدمها لكم، وهقول لكم على كورس من يبتدي معاكم رايتنج من سكراتش. للناس اللي ما بتعرفش تكتب خالص هبتدي معاها من الاول. بس الفكره برضو ان حتى لو انا ما بعرفش اكتب وشفت ازاي الاسي بيتكتب وازاي الايديز بتترتب، على الاقل عندي فكره وعندي حاجه اطمح ان انا اعمل زيها، صح ولا لا؟ الحياه مش ان انا بس اكتب جمل، لازم اكون عندي افكار. طب انا هيكون عندي افكار ازاي غير ان انا افكر واقرا واحاول اجمع افكار؟ مش كده؟ اوكي. فحتى يا جماعه لو مش بتعرفوا تكتبوا جمل no problem, I'll be waiting for your essays as well. Sorry, I'll be waiting for your sentences, I'll be waiting for your ideas. حتى لو حد كتب لي 3 جمل هصلحهم لهم برضه، هقول لكم فيدباك برضه، هقول لكم انت محتاج ايه مش محتاج ايه، تشتغل على ايه ما تشتغلش على ايه. You got me؟ فيعني it's not the end of the world. ممكن نبتدي من scratch لغايه ما نوصل نبقى حاجه ونتعلم حاجه ونعرف نكتب ونعرف نعبر عن نفسنا. محدش عارف بكره ايه اللي هيحصل. يعني ان شاء الله تخلصوا جامعه او تكونوا خلصين، عايزين تاخدوا تكملوا ماسترز بره، عايزين تروحوا بلد تانية، عايزين تشتغلوا في مكان فمحتاجين تاخدوا ايلتس او توفل. محدش عارف ايه اللي هيحصل بكره، فانا لازم اكون جاهز واكون بشتغل على نفسي من دلوقتي. ما اسيبش الظروف لغايه ما يوصل لغايه ما اكون محتاج مثلا اعدي امتحان معين ما اعرفش اعديه عشان مش بعرف اكتب او مش بعرف اتكلم او مش بعرف اسمع، صح؟ we need to get ready. ودلوقتي بقى كل حاجه سهله، يعني اقدر اتعلم بسهوله. هكتب لكم الايميل بتاعي في الشات وهستنى منكم الرايتنج بتاعكم. هكتب لكم رايتنج، هبعت لكم رايتنج سهل جدا، هبعت لكم توبيك سهل قوي، يعني حاجه ما تاخدش منكم a lot of thinking و a lot of thoughts. يعني just read the topic, plan your ideas, follow the steps we have discussed today and write your essay. I'll be waiting for your essays. اتفقنا؟ whenever you write your essay and send it to me via email هصلحه لكم بالتفصيل وابعت لكم فيدباك قوي جدا على الاسي اللي انتوا تبعتوه، حتى لو مش essay، حتى لو جمل، حتى لو افكار. no problem, I will I'll provide you with feedback. طيب any questions, any suggestions, any concerns, اي اقتراحات؟
No, thanks.
sorry.
Thanks for you.
Thank you so much. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any suggestions, any concerns, any things you want to discuss with me? طبعا we'll keep in touch, of course. Okay? Whenever you feel you have questions, you have any concerns, please do not hesitate to contact me and to ask me. All right?
Thank you for your time, Doctor.
دكتورة
It's been a pleasure to attend your
Okay,
course.
thank you.
والله
Thank you, Doctor.
it's my pleasure being with you and attending the class with you. I hope it was beneficial and I hope you learned something that you'd remember me for.
Thank you.
I managed to cheer you up one day. Did I? Did I manage to cheer you up? Okay, guys. So I'll be sending you
Thank
the
you.
topic. Welcome. I'll be sending
Thank
you
you.
the
We are waiting for
topic.
your email.
Bye.
Bye bye. See you. Any questions?
دكتورة
Yes.
اللي بتسويه بعدين التركيز تسوينه بعدين حق الترتيب والامتحان اللي المستوى في الدورة الجاية
إن شاء الله.
مجانية هي صح؟ مجانية هي بعد إن شاء الله؟
بص يعني نشوف بقى مع المعهد، بس يعني ما اعتقدش تبقى مجانيه. هو ده كان بس كده في بدايه الصيف عملوها مجانيه يعني، بس I'll check and let you know.
يعني لسه ما عارفين ممكن يكون
الايه؟
الدورة الجاية
هتبقى امتى؟
لا بتكون امتى؟ قلت لي بعد يوم الجمعه بتقولي لا او
يوم
الخميس؟
الجمعه هبعت لكم، يعني على اخر
ايه
الاسبوع ده هبعت لكم بالظبط ايه اللي ممكن نقدمه، ايه الدورات الموجوده، إيه اللي انت محتاجه، بحيث انت تختار الحاجه اللي انت عايزها. طيب على اي اساس
اوكي
نختار؟ على اساس مستواك، فاهم قصدي؟ فلازم يبقى فيه زي امتحان تحديد المستوى كده، اعرف انت ليفل كام، وبالتالي اقدر احطك في مكان صح.
اوكي شكرا.
ما تقلقش، على اخر الاسبوع تكون متحدده باذن الله، ويعني
اوكي باذن الله.
باذن الله.
شكرا.
اوكي جايز، يلا ثانك يو سو ماتش.
باي باي.
باي. ثانك يو.